All right, I'm ready. Ready to go? It's on? All right, so today we're gonna make rum balls. These are non-bakeable rum balls. I make them with Oreo cookies, Karo syrup, of course rum, and coconut, and walnuts. All right, first I grind. I usually use a crusher or I'll grind them. I got this new little gadget from QVC. Otherwise I use like a potato masher. It's my new thing. I'm experiencing it for the first time, as you see. But the difference is this really mashes them up compared to having to mash up with the potato masher. You can use the old-fashioned potato masher. One of these. Then you gotta be careful, it goes all over the place sometimes if you aren't careful. Nope. Oh, you know what? I just realized this thing, actually I don't have to hold it. This thing tightens down on the counter, and I don't have to hold it. Oh, let me just get this stuff out of the way. That's supposed to tighten it down, but we'll see how that works. Always looks better on TV than it does in person. It definitely makes it easier. Takes a while just to grind these up. This is the worst. This is the worst part. And the recipe calls for 1 bag per recipe. So the 1 bag per recipe would be 1 bag of the Oreo cookies, half a cup of Karo syrup, These are family-sized bags of Oreo cookies, so you only need a regular bag. You don't need the family-sized bag per recipe. that's that. And this thing unscrews. And that comes out. And then I'll put it back in because I'm going to use this for the walnuts also. So now I pour the walnuts in there. Yeah, this thing, not sure how good this works yet, but I got other stuff on this counter, so maybe that's not why it's not sticking, but regardless, still way easier than chopping. Look at that, nice and simple. I should be a salesperson for QVC. I do like this. Now I take this off. And I'm done with this. Cookie. Oh! And I mix that all together. Just like that, just stir it up with a spoon, get it mixed together. Recipe calls for 1/2 cup of the Karo syrup per bag of Oreo cookies. Here I did a double batch, so I will need a whole cup. Want to get it all because it's pretty sticky, so if you leave it in there, it's going to be a little bit more than you think that's stuck to the sides. And then it will call for 1/4 cup of rum per bag. So that would be 1/2 cup for 2. And there's 1/2 cup. And a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Get all that Karo out. That's that. During this process, you will see you be washing your hands quite a few times. Then you just mix it all together. It'll become like a paste. Because it's not easy to roll into little balls and it sticks to your fingers because it becomes like pasty. But again, there's no baking to this. Just keep mixing it till it gets nice and pasty. All right, seems like it's getting there. You can see it's pasty. And that's just about it. Okay. Again, you're washing your hands over and over again. Now, coconut. I got one full bag here, 14 ounces. What you do, take a little piece like this, small, little tiny piece, roll it into a ball, then you put it into the coconut. You don't need big balls, just little ones, because by the time you get done rolling them in the coconut, they're bigger. And I'm not sure how many you'll yield out of this, but you should get a couple dozen out of each bag. And then you just roll them in the coconut. Put the coconut on them, because if you try to, then I take them and I roll them with the coconut on them like that. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And I'll just keep rolling them. It's time consuming rolling them, and they're sticky. Sometimes if you have too much rum or too much Karo in it, they're even more stickier, and you end up having to wash your hands. You still end up having to wash your hands after you do quite a few, because your hands become full of the Oreo mix. And if you have too much on your hands, it's harder to roll, because they start sticking to your hands. So I do about 5 or 6 or 7 at a time. And then, as you can see, my hands will get all sticky. I'll have to wash them off in warm water. And then again, I'll roll them in the coconut till they're all full of coconut. Pretty simple. Again, you don't have to bake them. They're all done at this point. I'll put them in the refrigerator for a day or so. They'll harden up a little bit, and you can do whatever you want with them after that. Put them out in dishes. You can put them in the refrigerator. You can put them out on the counter, and they'll last for quite some time. You want to do them a week ahead of time, that's fine. And you just keep doing this until you're all done with the batter. Like I said, I do about 5 or 6 at a time. Then I gotta wash my hands, because again, my hands get all sticky with it. And then you can't roll them because it's sticking to your hands. But it's pretty simple, pretty easy, simple recipe without baking, without having to turn the oven on. And then, like I said, they get all sticky on your hands, and then you gotta wash your hands off again. Once in a while, you get a little lick. All right, Mike, you can turn this off. I'm done until you want to show them a whole tray full. You can edit